What is going on, you hype beasts? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will be covering what Supreme is, how you can make money from it, which Supreme items you should be reselling, and what platforms to use it on. Plus, many more Supreme reselling tips that you need to know. So if you are not already familiar with the Supreme brand, it is a very popular skateboarding and streetwear company based out in New York City. In recent years, this brand's popularity has skyrocketed as more celebrities and big-time sports players wear it, and the exposure to the products only goes up. With this, the demand of products is steadily rising as more and more people want to hop on that Supreme bandwagon. However, the supply is not rising at that same rate. You would think that with such a high demand, Supreme would produce mass quantities of their goods for the consumers to consume. However, that is not the case, as Supreme likes to keep its brand rare, and that rarity drives up resale prices, because with almost every Supreme piece, it is only dropped one time. And if you do not get it on that drop date, you will have to pay resale for it, and if it's a very popular item, you could be spending hundreds of extra dollars on that product. A quick disclaimer is that Supreme reselling is a little bit taboo, as some people really do not like resellers, as it messes with the market and they have to pay bigger prices for the products they could have got if we were not the middleman. However, most people have accepted that reselling is not going anywhere and have embraced the reselling culture, and with that, we can profit off being that middleman. Supreme releases its goods in 2 separate seasons each year. At the beginning of the year, around early March, there's the spring-summer season for that year. Later, usually in September, the fall-winter season occurs. Both of these seasons go on for about 3 to 4 months and consist of one drop occurring every Thursday at 8 a.m. That's for Pacific Standard Time. It's 11 a.m. for all you East Coast boys. In order to cop Supreme, you will want to hop on the Supreme New York website about 5 minutes before drop time and make sure you are caffeinated, because these items sell out within 20 seconds. I've seen products fly in under 3 seconds. But don't get discouraged by that, because there's often many sizes and colors that sell out at different times. So if you do the right research, you can get an item that doesn't sell out as quick as others. Now, one Supreme reselling tip is that you want to be as fast as possible, and you need to cut out all extra time at any cost. So that means you use an autofill or even a bot if you want to go that route. You should note that if you buy a product from Supreme once in that season, it will automatically save your card info if you check the option at checkout. So make sure you do that the first time, so the next times when you cop Supreme, you won't be as slow. If you do want to use that autofill option, I recommend using this Chrome extension that I'll put in the description. This is usually enough to get these hyped items without the use of a bot. However, if you want to run on multiple devices at once to up your chances and have a reliable autofill, I do recommend using Force Cop. But I recommend buying Supreme manually to start with. That way, you can get a sense for what the Supreme brand is and how this whole reselling process works. Then, if you are still struggling to cop these hype items, make sure you use this link so you can get the bot that I personally use. Now, honestly, I don't use all of these bots' features, but I love the autofill feature. I also like this platform because I can use it on multiple computers and set them up completely botted, so I don't have to touch a button. However, you should know if you use bots, there is a chance your card gets declined. Supreme does this if it detects an unrealistic checkout time or the use of a bot. This can still happen if you're checking out manually, and has happened to every Supreme reseller countless times. However, you shouldn't get discouraged from one card decline. Just keep trying every week, and eventually you'll get an item that you can resell for hundreds of dollars. However, not every Supreme product is the same in resale. This is a very important Supreme reselling tip, because you should do your research every week and decide which items are actually going to flip on the aftermarket and which ones are just straight bricks. I highly recommend that you follow Supreme Community and Drops by Jay on Instagram. These are the most reliable sources I have found in my years of Supreme reselling, as there's a lot of fake news in the Supreme media. However, Drops by Jay always has the correct info for you. Supreme Community is also another important one to follow, because they have a website where they have polls for every item releasing this week. With this, you can go on the Supreme Community website and see which items are most upvoted and most hyped for that week. You should note that this polling system is not always 100% correct, as there are some people who like to mess with the results just so they have a better chance at getting the item they want. However, it gives you a good sense of what is going on for this week and which items will sell out first. Once you've decided which item you're going for, make sure you check and see if it comes in multiple sizes. These sizes are very important because some sizes sell out much faster than others in the United States. A general rule of thumb is that any small size will sell out first, and that any medium size will sit on the site the longest. You should note that not all hype products on Supreme Community are what resells. There's usually around one sleeper item per week that ends up reselling and doing really well on the aftermarket, even though it does not receive many upvotes on the Supreme Community website. Finding these products really just comes to experience in the Supreme reselling market. But lucky for you, you found this channel because I will be coming out with videos before every Supreme drop list telling you which items are the best to go for and which items will resell. Now that we have addressed what Supreme reselling is and how you are able to get these items, let's talk about which platforms are best to sell your products on. The most popular platform for reselling goods, including Supreme, Palace, and sneakers, is Stockacts. This site has charts and graphs showing every price change for each sold product on that site. There is also a bidding system which allows buyers and sellers to put their desired price online and see if other people are willing to sell or buy at that price. The Stockacts platform does a really good job of making these sneakers and Supreme items look like stocks. Many people are not aware of this, but reselling Supreme is pretty much like a smaller version of the stock market. When you buy a Supreme product, you are betting that the price will go up in the future. This is the same as buying a stock and holding it for a period of time. In both of these ways, you can also lose money if the asset declines in value after the time that you bought it. This is one of the reasons why I address Supreme reselling as an introduction into more ways to make money online, because it is a starting block that you can learn from and eventually put these strategies to use when you're trading Forex stocks. With that being said, Stockaxe does a really good job showing every price fluctuation and charts over time. This is really good if you are trying to buy these hyped items. However, it is not my favorite platform to sell on. This is because many people try to undercut each other due to the fact that every transaction is put on the platform, so people end up undercutting each other until they get the price that someone is willing to pay for. This can cost you a lot of money in the long term if you're trying to sell Supreme items on Stockx. Personally, I like to use eBay. eBay has a platform of millions of users all across the world, and with its international shipping policy, you can ship Supreme products to people in other countries without having to pay the full price for that shipping. Instead, you can ship it to one of their warehouses and they will cover the international shipping cost, so this opens up a larger market of people that you can sell your Supreme goods to. This is beneficial because if you're not aware, Supreme has locations in many different countries throughout the world. Supreme has set up multiple stores in the United States, the UK, and even Japan. This creates a lot of international demand that you can fill when you sell on eBay, but you cannot do as well when you sell on Stockx unless you want to pay very high shipping fees. Another reason why I like eBay is that you can see what items have sold for in the past, but it is not as obvious as on Stockx. This decreases the amount of undercutting that happens on eBay, and you can usually sell your products for a bit higher price on eBay than you can on Stockx. What I recommend when selling Supreme products on eBay is to make your listing stand out in some way. What I like to do is add an extra box logo sticker that comes in almost every Supreme order that gets shipped to you. And just by adding this extra sticker, you can up the price a few extra dollars, and people love that extra accessory and will be willing to pay an extra few dollars for that product. There are many platforms that you can sell on when it comes to Supreme, but I recommend starting with eBay and see how you like it, then you can go on to StockX or other platforms. What I don't recommend, however, is selling products on social media. It is super easy to get scammed in this way, as people can send you fake PayPal invoices that looks like you received money, but no money has been transferred, and then they can easily block you and you can't do a thing about it. This has happened to me in the past, so I recommend just staying away from buying and selling Supreme products on social media, unless it is a super reputable source that has tens, if not hundreds of thousands of followers. If you are interested in starting Supreme reselling and want to use any of the platforms that I've talked about in this video, I will link them all in the description so you have easy access to all the resources. With that being said, thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. Supreme Spring Summer 20 is just around the corner, so stay tuned for weekly updates rates and which items you can flip to make money. Together, we'll make a lot of money this Supreme season, and I am very excited to see it happen. Before I leave, you know I had to remind you to smash that like button, destroy that subscribe box, and tick that bell so you never miss a future upload. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.